Thursday edition of Life Without Sports. I am Mike Pacheco. John Meetaprel in Framingham, Mass. The birthday boy. Meet, happy birthday.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. What time does Matt Ryan jump out of the cake?
That's right. I would have gone with Luke Kuechly, but either one's acceptable.
Well, you could go any BC legend you want.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll take, maybe, hey, couldn't even, maybe ask for, I should have said Jennifer Garner.
Right.
Instead of Matt Ryan.
Right. Christina Applegate.
Christina Applegate, after we went through her LA exploits. Pick your favorite LA celebrity. But thank you very much. And Mike was one of the first to text this morning. It's always nice when I leave my phone off overnight. I'm not a big phone on guy at night. So I turn on my phone and there's Pacheco hitting me in the face with a birthday text.
That's right.
I was honored by that.
Yeah, well,
You beat many legends to the punch.
You only turned 28 once, right?
Well, plus or minus a few years. Here's the good thing, though. I might be 48, but I feel 28.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I think 28.
That's good. Are you doing that Frank Thomas testosterone treatment? Is that what's making you feel young?
Now, why'd you have to disclose that publicly? I've always been confused for Frank Thomas.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, the one that Flutie's in that ad too?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Do you watch the show All American on the CW?
Have not seen that, no.
That's a good one to watch with John.
Okay.
Ben and I have been binging that on Netflix, and it's a typical high school sports football drama.
Okay.
CW, very soapy. You love the soapy.
Love the soapy. Wasn't that when Dawson's Creek? Was Dawson Creek on
Yes. Yeah. I see. There you go.
That was filmed in Wilmington. By the way, we're not sponsored, but I do have a birthday cheerwine for you.
Oh, my goodness.
So here's to you,
It's the nectar of the gods, and you're drinking it. Oh, God, that's so nice. Thank you, Mike.
Good. You're welcome.
Except the only bad thing is I can't find cheerwine.
Yeah, they don't. Didn't they have it at Target one time? Didn't you tell me they had it like the?
They had Sundrop.
Oh, they had Sundrop. Yeah.
Sundrop was
the cherry Sundrop, by the way, is very strong.
It is strong. It is. I'm still on the hunt for some Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I gotta get the cream
soda.
Yeah, the cream soda. I'll have to ship some up to you.
That might have been a Charlotte version, but the All American is now one of the plot lines is Shocker is one of the high school football players is taking steroids.
Oh,
yes, a overused plot line, but he's now dealing with the after effects.
Right. Oh.
So, not that Frank Thomas has never done that. So.
Right. Well, that's a different product we're talking about, but this is more akin to natural testosterone, not the cream in the clear from 20 years ago.
From when McGuire had androstenedione in his locker, and was saying, it's nothing, just part of my breakfast shakes routine. That was the gift that kept on giving, though. That year, I was in Charlotte.
Yeah.
WFNZ.
Right.
And do you remember we were on the air, I think, when McGuire hit his 62nd?
Yes.
We were on prime time.
Yeah.
I think we cut in with a call, or we used the call right after that, of Mike Shannon's call, of McGuire's 62nd home run. And that whole year, we were just captivated by it.
Yeah. I remember going down to Atlanta to Turner Field. One of my buddies, Greg Abadi, he was working for a film production company, and they actually did the molds for the big Coke bottles at Turner Field. So he came down on his way out to California. He was going to film school, and he wanted to check it out. So we went down there, and ironically, or not ironically, but I guess cool, it was McGuire was the Cardinals were playing that day, but he didn't hit a home run.
Yeah, which was rare.
So, yeah.
But it was just that Bonds was so surly, like he always is. And Sosa McGuire, or at least McGuire was surly too, but Sosa was at least had an air of lightness around him, even though they were all drugged up.
Yeah.
But it's still a fascinating season, even though and it's funny. Everyone says, we all knew they were on steroids. Not many people talked about it.
No,
the media was in the tank.
No, it was more of a strong suspicion right at that time than it was like a fact. I mean, you kind of but was anybody really complaining? I mean, to be honest with you, remember they had chicks dig the long ball That was a little bit
Yeah, it
after that, I
was
think. But I mean, like the whole, it was, that in uh, Cal Ripken. The home runs in Cal Ripken is what brought baseball back. Because remember,
right.
'94 they had the lockout. People were
It was
had it with baseball. They were sick of baseball.
it was terrible.
'95 season, Cal Ripken. I think I'd have to go back and do the math on this. I think Joe might have told me this. Castig, I think had the had the lockout not happened, I think the Red Sox would have been playing the Orioles on the day that he would have broken the streak.
Wow.
I'd have to double check that. I don't know if that's accurate, but that seems to be a memory of mine. But anyway, instead we get the Hootie and the Blowfish singing the national anthem.
Which is nothing. There's nothing wrong with Hootie and the Blowfish.
No, that was awesome. The best part of that was Kate Castiglione, Joe's daughter, was at the concert the night before, so she wasn't at the Red Sox game. We had a travel day that night, and then so it was I think it was like a Wednesday and a Thursday. So like Wednesday we're at Fenway, Thursday we're in Baltimore, and I just remember looking down and seeing I seen the sheet and then seeing the band. I'm like, hey Joe, I think that's the band Katie went to see last night.
And there was Darius Rucker.
And it was Darius Rucker. And then the infamous third inning, Joe goes to get a cup of coffee and he runs into Darius Rucker and he goes, "Hey, so which one of you guys is Hootie?" Now that was before they were a national. I mean, they were just getting on the scene nationally. Obviously they were big in the Southeast, but
I loved them. I was on them early. My
yeah.
good friend Tim Markey had me on them early.
Yeah.
He was my bird dog scout for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they carried me through any assorted number of states on my drive from Boston to Charlotte when I moved down.
I bet. Oh,
I listened to Hootie. I listened to Springsteen. I listened to Tom Petty.
Yeah.
All on cassette.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies. I liked them. I think I saw them at the Middle East.
Oh yeah. Nice.
In Cambridge, which is one of your old haunts.
The Middle East, yeah. Didn't that close? Did that close? Or is that
I think
still...
it is. I'm not sure.
Might still... No, the one in Brighton. There was a music place in Brighton that closed.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't see them. I saw the band I always just see. I thought was a good Hootie and the Blowfish knockoff. Angry Salad.
Angry Salad, yeah.
Which was a big time Boston band for a while, and they loved the Middle East.
Yeah.
And I thought they had that type of Hootie sound.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of boy bands.
I gotta look up Angry Salad because I think I might know the guys in that band.
You probably do. They were pretty popular for like a 2-year span, right in your Red Sox radio hot zone. And you were a man about town.
That's right.
You were Mike inside track Pacheco.
That's right. That's right.
So they don't exist anymore. But you think back to, God, 18 years ago, I was surprised. I mean, has anyone ever thrown you a surprise birthday party?
I don't know. I don't think so.
See, excuse me. I'm going to lean in now.
Yeah.
Sam Pacheco. Memo to Sam Pacheco.
I don't think she could pull it off. I think I'd be too suspicious of it.
Surprise your husband.
She wouldn't be able to pull it off. She wouldn't be able to.
Surprise your husband.
She wouldn't be able to. No. She would.
Yes, she.
She wouldn't be able to pull it off.
No.
No, I'd snuff it out.
I think she could.
I'd smell that out a mile away. Nah, she couldn't.
I think if she one of these days she's going to rent Bank of America Stadium. She's going to blow it out.
No, but I'll tell you what's going to blow it is I'll come home the night before and there'll be like a box of sprees on the table. Meet a Parcells coming. Something's fishy.
There'll be some Swedish fish thrown in the house.
Some Swedish fish, some sprees, some moon pies.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. BB&T Park, BB&T. I mean, come on, man. You guys know people there.
Yeah, make it happen.
Home of the Charlotte Knights.
Yeah,
that'd be she can rent out it only costs like $20,000 for the night. Right,
a little north of that. And that's with the employee discount.
Yeah, where's the Pacheco discount?
Well, no, my birthday always falls in a tough time too because that's a big weekend. So Labor Day, right? Labor Day weekend, yeah.
Labor Day weekend. It is a big weekend. So that's the problem. Like, I always know it's around that time. I'm not great with people's birthdays. I'm really not, even though I'm pretty good with numbers, as you know. I'm not a great birthday tracker, even though I should, because I'm not a Facebook guy.
Yeah.
But you're always in that zone where I'm like, all right, I know there's something going on today.
Well, we've had
besides college football.
No, yeah. Well, I was gonna say we've had a couple of the studio hosts when I was studio hosting for you guys for BC. A couple times we had a game on my birthday.
Yes, I hope we celebrated appropriately.
Oh, indeed, yeah.
Yeah, Cronin, I'm sure, raised a few glasses for you at the end of the game. The best with Cronin is he'll leave the booth at the end of the game. I'm like, oh, where's he going? This is when I first started,
right?
And he'd go into, I think, John Cain's luxury suite, and he'd pull out like 7 Bud Lights, seven Bud Lights, 8 Miller Lights, whatever was there.
Right. And that was just for the elevator ride.
Exactly. Like, Pete, you gonna pop it open now or later? So, little post game beverage from the Cronin precinct.
Oh.
Never stopped him.
That's awesome.
No, absolutely not. But Cronin is in the VC Hall of Fame. I'm going to transition.
Yeah.
You had your transition yesterday.
Yes.
We teased this on Life Without Sports yesterday. Bill Parcells not in the Patriots Football Hall of Fame. He's in Canton, but he's not in Foxborough. And he's now a finalist along with Mike Vrabel and Richard Seymour. It's all about fan voting.
Right. So it's 100% fan voting. There's no like a committee that can sway.
No committee. It's no media. No. I think maybe the Crass have a vote. Maybe I think they might have a vote at the end.
Right.
But it's not about any media representation there. So Parcells, 32-32 as a Patriots coach, brief stint, horrible Super Bowl. Did not like what he did. He was very, very absent-minded leading up to that because he was preoccupied with the Jets.
Yeah, he had a foot out the door. Game
planning was awful. Even Belichick has admitted as much that he was preoccupied. They kicked to Desmond Howard, which was stupid.
Yeah,
we all knew
crazy.
Desmond Howard.
Right. That was it was 27-21 at that point.
Right. It was a great game. And the game everyone's like, oh, the Packers blew out the Patriots that year. I'm like,
no, that was a close game.
It should not have been a blowout.
Right.
Max Lane couldn't block Reggie White.
Yeah.
I love Max, but he couldn't block.
Well, and let's be honest, not many people could block Reggie White.
Like, Bledsoe got blown up a few times.
Yeah.
But it just disintegrated from there. It was a bad week, bad optics. But the thing about Parcells, Mike, he built the foundation of the Patriots as they currently are constituted. Parcells started that going in the right direction from 1993 to 1997.
Well, I think it's hard for the fans to recognize when you have 6 rings in 20 years. Like this is the good old days. This is the glory years, right? This is the golden age. You and I remember a time where you could walk up to old Schaefer Stadium or old Foxborough Stadium, and people would hand you tickets, Stadium. Or Sullivan Stadium, right? You could just handed you tickets, or you could get them for under $5, and maybe 2 for under $5. Now there was the 86 was a good year, obviously, until they got blown out by the Bears, but. For a long time, for most of our childhood, and even into our past our college years, the Patriots were lucky to have 1 or 2 winning seasons every now and then.
Yeah, it was a gift if they won 9 games.
Right, and if you remember, this coincided with so James Ortwine buys a team, instills Bill Parcells. They have the logo change, the color change, all that. That really was foundational, as you said. I mean, that really set the tone. And remember the interest, right? I remember I had some friends that they're still season ticket holders, but bought season tickets right after that was announced.
Yep.
And the season tickets went nuts. I mean, I don't think they. What's the waiting list now? A couple of years, 10 years.
Yeah, well, now they'll thin the herd.
Well, that'll right. The economy will thin that out.
Still bad. It's still bad though because with Brady's exit, that will go down a little.
Yeah,
bit.
Right.
But you're right. It's been an unprecedented success. Jewel of a franchise. But Parcells started it. Now, Parcells, from a fan perspective, and Tom Curran wrote about this today on the NBC site. the fans don't appreciate it as much as the media because Parcells had the media eating out of his hands. He was a great soundbite.
Right.
He was, he made a lot of friends in the media. He was irritable at times, but he was funny while he was being irritable. They loved him. He was because they were so used to Raymond Berry and Rod Rust. So Parcells was so refreshing, but the media doesn't vote, and the fans just look at him giving the middle finger to the Patriots on his way out the door.
Right.
And they don't remember that.
Right.
But they also don't remember the fact he drafted Teddy Bruschi. He drafted Richard Seymour.
Yeah.
He drafted, not Richard Seymour. He drafted Ty Law. He drafted, we're talking Hall of Fame players.
He also gave us the famous, if I'm going to be the chef, I got to shop my own groceries.
Yes, he did. That was when Kraft and Bobby Greer went backdoor on Parcells.
Yeah.
We don't recommend going backdoor on anybody. It's a little birthday humor for you,
birthday
folks,
humor, yeah.
to lighten it up.
And blow out your own candle.
Yeah. Now we're talking. I'm so glad we make ourselves
we do.
guffaw.
Yeah.
It really is. It's all about us. It's all about us and our eight viewers consistently.
Yeah.
Adam Castiglione, good afternoon.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, Castiglione, I should say.
Castiglione, yeah.
Do you know Adam Castiglione?
I don't, but I know you know him.
I do. Now, Adam Castiglione, Mike, is a good guy to know because when you come to Boston, he is a consigliere in the Boston.
Oh, you said that. Yeah.
So if you want, when the hotels open up, he's your guy.
He's the guy. All right.
He is Mr. Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, all right. Nice.
You know some people.
Well, is it sweet too much to ask?
Well, it's like when I go to Charlotte.
The Mita Parcells suite.
Exactly. I got the Mita Parcells suite in the Pacheco house.
Yeah.
Which is very convenient.
Yes. Yeah.
And
well,
hopefully you and my love.
Hopefully we'll be seeing you this year. Hopefully we'll have college football this fall, but we'll see. That's still to be determined.
To be determined on that one. I think there will be a season, but it will be later than expected.
Yeah.
But the whole Parcells thing, to me, it's silly that he's not in the Patriots Hall of Fame. I mean, there's no one that there's guys like Mac Herron in there who are marginal players. It's not a Hall of Fame without Bill Parcells because of what he built for the team.
Right.
Well,
like you enumerated it well, John. I think what happened after he left still happen? Possibly. That you can never say for certain, right, one way or the other. But I feel like the momentum that he started, the Crafts, obviously get a lot of credit for what they've done. But the taste, the rekindling of a love affair for a lot of Patriots fans started in the Bill Parcells era.
The day they hired him.
Yeah, and so I think that needs to be the overriding decision for the fans when they're making this decision. Yeah, you can point to, did they kind of, I don't know if choke's the right word. I mean, did they kind of lay an egg in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter? Yeah. The going to the Jets, which is, I guess, a football equivalency of going to the Yankees, and not so much that they not to equivocate the Jets to the Yankees, but just from a rivalry hate thing,
and he brought them to the AFC Championship game,
right?
So his record not sparkling at 500, but he also didn't, those guys were just.
But remember, he inherited a crappy team, so it wasn't like.
Right. It wasn't like they were built to sustain excellence. Right. He built them as an up and coming foundational team, building through the draft, great draft picks, and Bobby Greer deserves credit for that too.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a kind of a renaissance, as you said. It was a renaissance building period for the Patriots, and they should definitely put him in that. That little slice of the Pats Hall of Fame, which you need to bring John Pacheco to the next time.
Yeah, I've heard it's outstanding. I don't think it was open when we were there 2 years ago for the Patriots-Panthers, when the Panthers came. I don't know if it was open back then, but
I don't think it might have been. But one of my favorite parts is they have great videos. It's interactive. You can kick a field goal in the snowball. You can go inside a Brady huddle. But they have the Mark Henderson snowplow.
Do they really?
The actual snowplow
Wow,
is
talk about a
hanging from the
memento.
rafters
Yeah.
from 1982.
So did they fish that out of the New England Sports Museum? Like where'd that come
I
from?
don't know where they found. They must have. Mark Henderson was an ex-con,
Right.
was driving the snowplow, and
No,
Tom
wasn't he on
Bonner
work release?
brings him out
I
there.
think he was on work release. I don't even think he was out yet. I think he
He might
was.
have been. He might have
Yeah.
been probably at Norfolk County Jail.
I think it was MCI Walpole. I think he
Was it MCI Walpole?
yeah, before it was Cedar Junction. It was Walpole.
Well, you're familiar with all those jails in the region.
Charles Street.
Not that that makes you a bad guy.
No, I've never seen. I've never been I've never been a resident. Let's put it that way.
No. Well,
The
thankfully.
only jail I think I've been in a couple of jail cells, but one of them was Alcatraz, and I think the other one was like a brig at the Dry Tortugas, like one of the old fort, the old Civil War fort, pre-Civil War
Fort
forts.
McHenry or Fort.
Yeah, exactly that kind of thing.
There's the
Or
Fort
Castle Island, like the fort in Castle Island.
Yeah,
Yep,
Castle
yep,
Island.
yep,
I've been
yep.
there a few times.
Yeah, I think each one of those, they were all built as part of a fortification system.
Right.
From Maine all the way down to the Dry Tortugas, and then eventually out west when the U.S. expanded out to
You say
California.
Dry Tortuga now. I'm thinking like that's like Arizona.
The Dry Tortugas, John. You got to make a trip down there. It's like I don't know, like 40 miles off the coast of Key West.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
they have boat excursions. Right? Not excursions. Excursions. From,
Excursions.
Excursions.
Yes.
Yeah, I said it right.
Lean in when you say
I said it right the third time. But
Lean in.
Well, the one thing that's cool about the Dry Tortugas is this would be a good trip for the boys. Yeah, you can camp out. Well, this would be a good trip for you because they don't have a hotel on the island. But
Yeah, camping out is 1-800-HILTON for me.
no, I always joke my idea of camping is a day's in, but not there's anything wrong with days in. Insert chain here, but
Exactly. Well, yeah, I'll step it up a little bit.
maybe Motel 6 because they leave
If
the
I'm
light on
really
for
roughing
you.
it, it's probably like a Marriott Courtyard.
Yeah,
If I'm really roughing
roughing
it.
Courtyard. No, those are nice.
I love the courtyards, but I'm a hotel snob, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm a
Tell me
Four
about
Seasons guy.
yeah. Tell me about it. I got to call the Ritz Carlton and buy a box of mints when you stay. The mint chocolates to put on the
It's
pillow
an absolute must. It has to be on the pillow
for the turn down service.
Sam has the turn down service perfected. There is a cat. There is a cat in the room. That's
a rumor. That's a rumor.
There's a rumor. There's a rumored cat in the house that I've yet to see. But no, I think the Key West is definitely on my list. I've never been there.
Yeah, it's fun. Hey, and this is a good time to buy. Dale Jr. is selling his house down there. I think it's like $2 or $3 million. So it's a steal.
So sign me up.
But it's got a nice pool.
Once again, all our rich friends, you can contribute $1.999 million. Or probably even more than that. Let's just put it 2.
Yeah.
Mike and I will kick in maybe 500.
Yeah,
each.
and you can come down whenever you want. Just tell us ahead of time.
Happy to open up the room.
Yeah.
Tell us ahead of time, exactly. But that's another thing that I've been thinking about. In your idle spare time here. Thank you, Cheerwine. You're killing me again. That's such a beautiful drink. Oh, I could taste it. I could just taste it. It's so bubbly and cherry and sweet. Just
birthday.
A beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh man.
Yeah.
Some of you eat cake and have vodka on your birthday.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a Cheerwine.
You got cake coming up tonight, don't you?
I do have a cake. And special thanks to our good friends at Hazel's Bakery.
Yeah.
On Great Plain Ave in Needham, which still remains open during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Hazel's because they have the best birthday cakes in America.
It's just your classic hometown bakery, right?
Classic hometown. Steve and his wife do a great job. They are salt of the earth.
Yeah.
And you can get some nice breakfast sandwiches, Mike. You can get some nice boar's head meats.
Wow.
You name it. Nice homemade rolls.
Did I hear something about a half moon pie?
I did purchase some black and white cookies today.
Yeah,
as you
the
would
black
say.
and white cookies. Yeah.
The Seinfeld black and white cookie episode, one of your finest.
Yeah.
And
now, do they make whoopie pies there?
They did have whoopie pies, but I elected just to get Ben and Nick some black and white cookies.
Yeah, no sugar rolls.
Here's the thing about a good black and white cookie: it has to be cakey. It has to be light.
Yeah.
It can't be
Yeah.
the hard
Yeah.
New York style black and
No,
white
no, no,
cookie.
no, 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 no. You got to have a little texture to it.
Do you know? Do you know where I'm going
I know
here?
where you're going with this. Yeah. Look,
Yes.
so our family, Lindell's in Somerville was our go-to spot. It's still there. It's been open, I think, like 80 something years. But that's like, anytime any one of us, birthday, graduation, you name it. In fact, when we go back, we'll stop by and make sure we get the butter rolls. But
Oh,
they're black and white.
snowflake rolls are excellent.
Snowflake, black and white cookies there are good. The jelly roll, they make a good jelly
Oh,
roll.
yeah. Now you're
Great jelly
talking.
roll. Their chocolate cakes are good too. Their birthday cakes, cupcakes. Their cupcakes are fantastic
Oh my
because
goodness.
they don't just do they don't have like one cupcake, John. They have, you can do like the chocolate cupcake with the vanilla frosting, or you can do like the yellow, like spongy.
I'm a yellow spongy guy.
Yeah, you can do that
I
with
like
the
it when you say
chocolate.
spongy.
Spongy. Yeah, the beard's starting to get a little scratchy. I'm starting to kind of turn on the pandemic beard. I think it might be time to start to shave this sucker down.
I think you got to go with it. It's a trademark now.
Well, I feel like I either gotta just get rid of it, or I just gotta commit to the full Letterman and let it grow out to here.
It could get to Napoli length.
Napoli length, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
2013 bearded
yeah,
Red Sox. I think you need
yeah.
to. You need to embrace the beard. It's fear
Yeah,
the beard.
that's my offensive lineman look.
Yeah, well, I've confused you with John Hanna in the past.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of your birthday, Throwback Thursday edition, I got the nice BC pullover you got me.
That's a beauty. No,
That's probably like
that,
09, 2010 circa.
Oh wow, only 11 years old. Look at me. I'm so magnanimous with my gifts.
Well, maybe it was later. Well, it's been a while since I've been with you. So it's about 10, 11 years old. But it's still in good shape, man.
It looks like it's in real good shape. But I saw it. I'm like, damn, why didn't I keep that for myself?
Oh no, you got one.
I re-gifted.
No, this was not. No. You did. My favorite was you did regift me like a medium T-shirt that I think I had to donate to John. That didn't fit. That didn't fit me, but
no, I'm notorious for regifting and maybe once in a while giving somebody a shirt that might smell of a little bit of bo.
No, you know what? I'll tell you exactly.
Take no offense.
I'll tell you exactly where I got this. No. And I credited you. I think this was a Duke Little special because I was at. It was one of the times I came up and actually did the updates from Alumni Stadium.
Okay.
So
I think Duke might have delivered that and delivered that to you.
Yeah. But I think all of us, I think you got one. I think Chach got one.
IMG Learfield GM.
Yeah. San Diego now, right? Isn't he San Diego State?
I just got a nice birthday greeting, Mike. I'm reading.
Oh, nice.
As we're on my little trail here from my sister Lynn in St. Croix, who's roughing it in St. Croix.
Roughing it in St. Croix. Well, if there's a place that you could ride out a pandemic, that's probably one, right?
Sent me an Amazon gift card. Thank you,
nice.
Lynn. Thank you, Dave, and the kids, Abe, Libby, and Jordan. They have they're working on a basketball team in St. Croix. So.
Nice.
Yes, it's always nice to get those birthday greetings. Now, I think a big hit yesterday on the show was your new graphic.
Yes. So I'll put that up right now. It's been running for a while. It's got a special birthday greeting today, John.
It does?
Yes.
Oh my God! It's like it's the ticker at your bottom of the screen.
Yes.
Which is I've heard from at least one person who loved it. So we're treading new ground here on our number of viewers.
Oh yeah, this is high quality production values here.
It's here I am. I'm watching these Instagrams of you and I did the whole feed. We tried that.
Yeah.
But there's people much less famous than you and I. They got 875 views.
Yeah.
What's the love for Mikey and I?
Yeah. We need some influencers to tweet us out.
We need some social media influence. We're talking much less famous. Don't you know who I think I am?
Right. Exactly. I don't know if this technology that we have here translates to Instagram Live. That's why we transitioned over to YouTube. And when we work out our bandwidth, we might be able to do some live streaming too. I think we tried it once with Josh Wetzel, but that was in the early days of Life Without Sports.
That was the early days. And is Wetzel still sitting in his Barca lounger?
He is. I think he just got some takeout from down the street and a bottle of wine.
That guy, he is a
character. He's so much fun to hang around with. He is Josh,
He's
he's great. He's such a good.
one of the great voices of minor league baseball.
There are a ton of guys in our league that deserve a shot at a big league job, and Josh is definitely one of them. Obviously Matt, who I work with, Matt Swearad, I think Matt's certainly deserving.
Yep,
Definitely. He's got what it takes. And the funny thing is, there's only 60 jobs for radio basically, and half of those generally are athletes, right? So you're looking at maybe 30 to 35 play-by-play type.
And the problem is none of them really ever open because no one wants to leave the majors.
No one wants to leave. Yeah, it's really hard. They're hard to get. So you get a lot of guys in AA and AAA that are.
Have the White Sox made a decision about? It was tragic with Ed Farmer's death. Have they made a decision about who's replacing?
I don't think so. I think Andy Mazer was filling in last year, so my guess is he's going to be the guy that he'll work with Darren Jackson. He worked for the Cubs and was with San Diego, so I think I heard that he might be in that spot. I think when Ed missed some games last year, toward the end of the year, he'd kind of stepped in and did that. So.
Yeah, that was quite a blow.
Yeah.
Ed Farmer, a longtime voice, former White Sox pitcher.
Yeah, well respected, well liked.
I always enjoy when I do a week with Joe and the Red Sox. It's great to meet the other announcers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you get a peek inside of some of their idiosyncrasies. Let's just put it that way.
Well, what I always thought was interesting about Ed Farmer was for the first time I met him was probably 1993 or 1994. And he just reminded me a lot of Don Imus. I mean, just kind of
quirky,
funny, but just vocally, I thought he sounded a lot like Imus.
Yeah, he did. Although Imus I don't think Ed Farmer made his staffers go buy papers at 4:30 in the morning in Charlotte, North Carolina, like the LA Times.
Hey, I hope when you put out a CV or a resume, I hope you put on there that you were a big part of pulling off the Imus visit back in 1998.
I was the paper boy.
You were the paper boy. Yeah, you had to go get the New York Times and the USA Today, and it was
everything.
Yeah.
It was a stack of it. It was Wall Street Journal. It was the LA Times.
LA Times, yeah.
Chicago. I think the Chicago Tribune was in that mix.
Yeah.
There must have been 6 or 7 papers. Mike calls me up and says, "Yeah, can you go over to what's the boulevard over by UNC Charlotte?"
Harris Boulevard.
Kind of Harris Boulevard. Kind of a little
Boulevard.
sketchy. A little sketcy area, maybe.
So the funny thing about this is, so Don, and this is
just
Don
go to a
Imus,
warehouse. Find the warehouse.
Yeah, find the warehouse. We gave you. This is before GPS. I'm amazed you found it.
Yeah.
But Imus came in when Imus did his affiliate visits. He had a list of like 16 or 17 things that you had to do, and 5 or 6 of them were things that were shipped to you. Like he had like these special like down feather pillows, and he had to have this chair. And then when you got the chair, you had to like ship the chair to the next place. He had we had to get like a case or 2 cases
what a high maintenance dink.
It was 2 cases
God
of
rest his soul.
Yeah, 2 cases of like Poland Springs water.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was specific stuff, and the best was Charles McCord. We were driving him around because I think they stayed a little bit afterwards, So I took him up to the Motor Speedway the day before, but then after the show we were talking to Charles, and he said, "Well, you guys did such a good job that you're making it harder for the next stop." Like, what do you mean? He's like, "You're the first radio station that has pulled off this entire list. So now he's going to add 3 or 4 more things just to see if people can do it."
Oh God! But you were all about that, man. That was you, man.
Well, Amy Murray, now Henderson. Amy and I kind of tag team that. So it was the whole station did. I mean, we pulled that thing off. The Speedway Club was it's a great setting, great venue.
You guys nailed it. I mean, that was not easy 22 years ago.
No.
It's probably not. It's not going to be easy now, but logistically, 22 years ago, pre-internet.
Well, the funny thing today is, if it's like you have the Amazon truck show up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Just
exactly.
Do we have to buy your subscription, or they'll already have all that, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
I remember thinking, where am I going to find an LA Times in Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yeah.
But you got it done, man. The distributor had it, so it was.
There was. I think it was. I don't know if it was the Wall Street Journal or maybe it was Gannett, the USA. But somebody had a printing company that ran all those extra news. Like you wouldn't get a lot of them, but they would make enough for a couple of newsstands. So we found the right one, and
Yeah, you nailed it.
yeah.
Take a bow, Mikey.
Yeah. Again, I think that was Amy. I think Amy was the one that found some of that stuff. It wasn't all me.
Well, just
But
just
I'll
take the
take it. I'll
credit.
take the bow.
Take the credit.
Yeah.
Take the
I'll
bow.
take the credit.
Amy, I don't think watches this on a daily basis.
No,
She
doesn't.
does. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah,
Henderson.
thank
It's
you.
been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Former Celtics employee, Amy
That's right.
Henderson.
That's right.
And a tip of the cap as we leave you on this birthday edition of Life Without Sports to Rick Carlisle, who is a former Celtics guard.
Yes.
And if you haven't read today in both the Herald and the Globe and on various online sites, Rick Carlisle was very good friends with this guy named Mike Carey, who just passed away, former Herald Celtics beat writer and former NBA agent. And Rick Carlisle made it a point to reach out to both papers and express his deep sentiments for Carey and make sure all the other players on the 86 Celtics chimed in, because Mike Carey was instrumental in helping Rick Carlisle become a coach.
Yeah.
And got him his first job with Bill Fitch as an assistant with the Nets. And it's a really cool story that no one knew about. I think I met Mike Carey a few times over the years. He passed away last week due to a stroke. No heirs, lived alone. Kind of your classic old school sports writer, Mike, that became, an NBA player agent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a remarkable story, and the fact that he, got all those guys to comment on it, and then the foresight to reach out to both newspapers, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Carlisle, we had him on a podcast a year or two ago, and he's very cerebral.
Yes.
You have to be prepared to interview him. He's not one of these guys that he's kind of Popovich-like.
Yeah.
If you ask him a stupid question, he'll call you out.
Yeah.
He does not like those that aren't prepared.
Right.
And he's a Virginia guy, classically trained pianist, but always kind of a coach thinking the game.
Yeah.
It seemed like a natural transition. He wasn't going to kill you on the court.
Right.
But he's had a damn good career as a coach.
Right. No, outstanding. Could he run the offense and play chopsticks at the same time?
Well, you played Chopin.
Chopin. Yeah.
I'm
I'm more of a Beethoven guy, to be honest with you.
Oh, well.
I always favored Beethoven.
I'm a Yo-Yo Ma guy.
Yeah. Who doesn't like Yo-Yo Ma?
Who doesn't like saying Yo-Yo Ma?
Yeah, that's the best part about it.
Brings a smile to your face. Yo-Yo Ma. Lean in when you say Ma. Yo-Yo mother.
Yo-Yo
Ma.
Ma. Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma, yes. But, Mikey, a true pleasure on a birthday edition of Life Without Sports.
Happy birthday. Hopefully your next 80 years are just as good as your first 28.
I'm banking on at least 10. So thanks, Mike.
You're going a decade at a time, huh?
Yes. God willing.
Yeah.
No, it's always great to hang out with you.
Always fun.
Life Without Sports. And may all your todays be as good as your tomorrows and your birthdays as well, whatever that means.
We don't know, but have a good day.
We have no idea.
Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you.
See you, everybody.